This is like the fourth time I'm trying to shoot this video. It's my video response to VonHelton and the troll video that he did. Not often I respond to you through video, Von, but I definitely feel motivated after watching 25 minutes of you stroking your beard and giving us your thoughts. No doubt, I know you made mention of the two young ladies in the very beginning of your video who sadly took their own lives. However, I also know that this video is partly as a result of events surrounding Maca Electric. Apparently, a lot of things have surfaced because of Maca in the past 24 hours. So anyway, let's get on with it, though. Real quick, I'm going to try to be as brief as I can about this. First of all, I differentiate young adults, which are teens, 12-year-olds, 19-year-olds, from adults. I differentiate the two, and the reason why is because a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old doesn't have the maturity nor the social skills necessary to cope with some of these stresses in life. So I definitely agree that maybe there should be some kind of guidelines or something on a case-by-case basis when it comes to juveniles. But when it comes to adults, I have to be very, very opposing on that, and I'll explain. I'm not one for big government to begin with, you know that. And anyway, when you sat there and you started talking about possibly promoting legislation or regulation, time and time again we see, anytime we assign authority to govern over an action or a course of actions, 99% of the time the person who's got that authority and may apply it usually ends up abusing it and applying it against those who really weren't doing what they were trying to intend to stop. I'll give you an example, and this is something I did, so it's very easy for me to talk about. Back when Simple Dan 76 was just leaving YouTube, I remember I made a short video, and it had Grimace, Grimace from McDonald's, that purple pear-shaped whatever the hell it is supposed to be, I don't know, but anyway, so it's got a picture. I made a video and it's got a picture of Grimace on the golf course playing golf, and I made a comment, not 24 hours after Simple Dan 76 leaves YouTube, he was caught seen on the golf course swinging his sticks, and someone actually turned around and said, "Oh, well, you're trolling Simple Dan 76." Well, okay, I guess you could say that. I was busting his chops because I thought it was funny that, he kind of rage quit YouTube for a while, and, it was pretty interesting to just bust his chops like that. But if there was regulation and laws passed, the person applying it could turn around and say, "Whoa, well, that J. Douglas Fisher, he was trolling Simple Dan, so we're going to cut his internet access off." And it happens that way. That's, how it gets abused. I've been trolled a couple times myself. I've been trolled, actually, I can't say I've been trolled. I've been definitely attacked, for lack of a better term. Our buddy End Times Watchman, if everybody remembers, this is going back a couple of years ago, I did a video on that, teenage service for the country type thing, volunteerism bill that was out there, and I forget what it is. I'd have to look it up. But I remember End Times Watchman did a 2-part video, and in it he turned around and he called me at one point he called me the devil's son, and he took the videos down before I had a chance to talk to him about it. But I did watch them, and I was sitting here thinking, man, the guy's calling me the kin of the devil. I mean, that's pretty harsh, dude. But I didn't get upset to the point where I was going to either rage quit YouTube or slit my throat or whatever. 'Cause, that's the way life is. Sometimes you have an opinion and not everybody agrees with you on it. Malicious attacks of trolls, yeah, I had a couple. There was a week or so I was being trolled too. I made a video about Jack Look for Heather as a response to some, and I forgot exactly what it was I said, but anyway, some of her supporters came out of the woodwork and were making videos mocking me and stuff, and what am I supposed to do? Again, get mad, rage quit YouTube, and go slice my throat over it? Come on, please. Life goes on. You can't please the masses all the time. I look at the successful people on YouTube, like Nothing Fancy, who's got over 100,000 viewers, which is pretty remarkable, and he's got his trolls. He's trolled quite often. But realistically speaking, unless it's a copyright issue where they're taking his videos and recutting them up or whatever, and then he files a DCMA complaint or whatever it's called, generally he just lets it go. He doesn't pay no mind to it. And you have to adopt that attitude, Now, in the case of Maka Electric, and I know he's part of the reason why we're having this discussion today, because it seems to be there's a lot of discussion about this issue today, especially after what's been going on with Maka. I have to ask the question, at what point does the person who's being attacked accept responsibility for some of their actions? And I'll give you an example. If I take you to Camden, New Jersey, and I drop you off anywhere in the inner city itself at 1 in the morning, and you decide to try to walk your way out of the city, are you going to walk down a very dark alley by yourself, unarmed, in a bad neighborhood, knowing that you probably won't get out the other side without your wallet or some of your clothes? No, you would apply common sense. You would stay to the main streets and you do what you got to do to get the hell out of the city. It's the same thing. I understand Maka gets trolled a lot, but sometimes the guy brings it upon himself. I mean, shit, man, the guy's on Blog TV broadcasting 24 hours a day almost. He cries poverty that he can't find a job, that the government's screwing him. But then, anytime you go on Blog TV, he's always broadcasting. So, of course, he's not going to find a job. Because he's always broadcasting. He never leaves the internet. And then, when he does get in, and then on top of it, when he's on the internet, sometimes he does some pretty stupid things. I mean, look, not for nothing, but if Annie White's a troll of his, why would you co-host with her on Blog TV? Duh. And then on top of it, do it while you're half drunk in the bag with alcohol in your system. That's even smarter. And you wonder why these guys pick on him, because sometimes he just makes it so stupidly simple. That's why they're going to do it. I've already asked him in my previous video that he needs to get help. He assures me nothing's wrong. I beg to differ. But he knows where I stand on it. I still think he needs to seek some kind of help and get away from the internet for a while. Just shut it down and just step away from the computer for a while and, do something else. But that's my take. For my final point, the trolls. Maybe I need to hang out with these trolls a little bit myself. And the reason why is because last time I checked, I got the same 24 hours in a day that they do. And, I work a job and I got bills to pay and other obligations to attend to and stuff. And I don't know how in the world these people find time to do this, because I can't find the time. I really can't. So maybe I can learn a skill or two on how to better manage my time or something. Because, obviously they're on the internet 10 hours a day. They can do it. I can't do it. I can't spend 12 hours on the internet every day and troll people. I just don't have the time. Sadly, a couple of the people that troll, what's interesting is they're the first to complain about the government or this, that, the other, whatever. But, they spend 12 hours a day on the internet. trolling other people. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, if they just took one of those hours a day away from trolling and spent it calling their elected officials and giving them hell, you'd be surprised how much more movement in the right direction we could push this country. But I've said that before in other videos, and that's not a new position that I'm taking. That's pretty much about it. We're about 11 minutes into it, so I'll just leave it at that. Just like I said, be wary of legislation and the dangers that goes, because it's almost every time you give someone authority to govern over something, that person or persons who have that authority tend to abuse it and misapply it, and then innocent people unfortunately get wrapped up into the clutches of the machine. And as for trolling, it's not, I understand it's not every case, but I will say some people definitely put themselves in positions where they get trolled, and you know, maybe they should be very wary of the positions that they put themselves into. Let's not just all blame, let's not just say the victims in every case are innocent and bear no responsibility either. I guess at that point I'll leave it at that. Until next time, peace.